Namaste. My name is Yuyutsu. I am the son of King Dhritarashtra, the prince of Kuru dynasty. But most significantly, a man who stood at a crossroads when the world's greatest war thundered over the fields of Kurukshetra. My father, Dhritarashtra, was a king, but my mother was not a queen. Because I was born to another mother as compared to the Kauravas who were born to Queen Gandhari. And therefore, I was neither fully embraced nor fully shunned. Throughout my youth, I saw in our palace the bloom of arrogance. My brothers Kauravas were mighty, proud, and fierce. I saw how envy poisoned Duryodhana's mind. I saw how ambition and deceit clouded my father's judgment. And I saw how the dice of fate was rolled against justice. And on the other side were Pandavas, sons of Uncle Pandit. In their eyes, calmness, their purpose rooted in truth. Their hearts broken, wounded, but still loyal. And so the day arrived when the Mahabharata war called upon us all to choose. I was bound by birth to Kauravas, but by conscience to Dharma. My steps wavered between the love for my family and the duty towards truth. That night I waged war against myself. And this is how the dialogue happened in my mind. Oh, how heavy weighs this crown of conscience. The bond of clan and kin are woven thick. Yet the call of conscience, subtle and profound, whispers beyond the tangled web of life. Shall I, raised from the royal loins, forsake the truth for fleeting affection? That was the question I asked. Tell me, in this hour of twilight, my heart is torn asunder. My father's gaze searches my soul for the comfort of allegiance. Yet the fire within me is not fed by fear, nor with any blind sentiment, but with the sacred vow to righteousness. Tell me what merit is there in obeying unrighteous commands. Bhagavan Shri Krishna said, Swadharme nidhanam shreya paradharmo bhayavaha. It's better to fall in one's own dharma than to rise and succeed in somebody else's. Let not my hand be tainted in sin when adharma ascends. Let my sacrifice be the offering at the altar of time, altar of truth, so that I can stand in front of time itself unburdened. Oh Father, forgive me for my choice sows pain in your heart, but that is kindled from the agony within my own self. Ages will remember not the multitudes, but the solitary step that defied the torrent of untruth. The world may call me a traitor, but within my heart there will be a silent voice of Dharma that will echo to my soul forever. Dudam Krutsnam Braje Dharma. Walk the path of Dharma firmly. And so I walked towards the tent of my camp, and I saw there my brothers, relatives, friends, teachers, kings, ministers, and of course my father, Dhritarashtra. And as soon as I entered, my father said, Yuyutsu, why do I sense restlessness in your heart as the war approaches? Blood is thicker than water then why do you falter? Oh Father, it's not my blood that falters. It's the conscience within me that I cannot ignore the call of Dharma, even if it means standing against my own brothers. Oh, what great pain it is for a father to see his own sons divided by fate. Have I not provided, instructed and guided you to the best of my ability? You have, Father. But guidance is not obedience if it leads to injustice. You taught us to honor truth, but today truth stands forsaken by my own kin. You follow the path of hardship, Yuyutsu. Betrayal will be the charge that will be given to you by the world. Have you weighed your consequences? Better hardship than guilt. Dharma demands sacrifice. So be it. Will you not reconsider for my sake, for Hastinapur's sake? Is there no bond strong enough to tie you to our family? The strongest bond is that of righteousness. And when all bonds dissolve, it's only one's own actions taken towards your dharma will remain, O Father. Well, may your choice bring peace. Your path, you have chosen the guide, righteousness as your guide. So may it protect you when the world turns against you. Thank you, O Father. Your blessings through my path. Whatever the world says, I will walk my path with courage. And there, Duryodhan, being Duryodhan, his eyes were angry, fury, and he says, Yuyutsu, blood binds. Will you not raise your weapon with your brothers? Then I smiled gently. I said, yes, blood binds, but dharma. When truth is shackled, then all blood is free. He spat at my feet. My decision was simple. At the break of the dawn, I crossed the divide and joined the Pandavas, where my half-brother Yudhishthira met me with compassion. And he says, you choose the path of wisdom, Yuyutsu. And in doing so, you honor not only your lineage, but that of humanity. I replied, oh brother, true warrior fights not for the king, but for justice. As the war broke, my resolve was tested by Guru Kurukshetra, a legendary teacher in both the camps. Swords clashed against the sword. He wounded me deeply, but my resolve remained unshakable. Later on, I saved Bhim's life by informing them about the poison in the water. Yet another plot by my deceitful brothers. And when the war ended, handfuls survived. I stood with Pandavas, helping them to rebuild the honor that left from whatever left from the ruins of Mahabharata. But the world has not celebrated my courage in the great epics. But the echo of my choice resounds even today, which is a testament that truth survives. Even you have to stand alone. Now, friends, what is Dharma? For me, it was not some distant concept. It was a living, burning dream, living, burning question. And it is not always loud and big things. Some of the times it is the quiet courage to do the right thing when nobody is watching, especially if no one is watching. That is Dharma. And choosing Dharma meant living the life of comfort behind, facing scorn and suspicion and forging a new identity. Yet it also meant finding peace within myself. That peace that the triumphs of power could never give. That was the decision I made at that time. Now, I would like to remind you and bring back to today. The battle still, the world still faces the battles. Not in the form of bows and arrows, but in the form of challenges, temptations, and uncertainties. The challenge of Dharma is timeless. Now, will you choose the easy path of complacency? Or will you heed the courage of righteousness, even though it is difficult? And that's the dilemma you have got to answer today. Today, the forces that seek to destabilize our country, India, Bharat, and Western democracy in general, cannot be found on the battlefields, but in the shadows, through sinister plots, false propaganda, and relentless spread of fake news. It's no more enough to stand in silence. Each one of you should take one step forward and protect Sanatana Dharma actively, upholding the values of inclusivity and sustainability for all. The Mahabharata war may have ended, but the battle for Dharma rages on, and you all are its warriors. You all are the Arjuns of that battle. So, let the eternal teachings of Bhagavad Gita and my own example guide you and give you the courage and conviction to lead that path. Always standing for what is just and right. Stand for what is truth, even if it means standing alone. And in doing so, you will honor not only the teachings of Bhagavan Krishna and heritage of Mahabharata, but the tremendous potential within each one of you. Finally, I'll leave you with this message that Lord Krishna gave to Arjuna, which is effectively each one of you in this hall. Tlevyam asmadgamaha partha naitatva ipapadyate. Shudram hridaya dambalyam tatvottishthara paranta. Tatvottishthara paranta. Meaning, yield not to unmanliness, O Arjuna. That does not become a Yield not to unmanliness, O Arjuna, that does not become a fuel. Cast off faint-heartedness and arise, O scorcher of foes. Arise, O scorcher of foes. Arise. Jai Shri